if the president is playing politics, you have to admit that it raises suspicions when you are meeting with Wall Street executives, as I take it you did, with Senator Cornyn, who raises money for Republican races. Doesn't that sort of set you up for this sort of accusation that you went in there with the fundraiser to talk about, you know, we've got to fight this bill? I mean, what did you talk about?
Well, look, we were talking about financial regulation, as everyone in the country is talking about it. Most of the people in New York supported the president. The vast majority of them are on his side. They support him during the election. They still support him. Is he saying we shouldn't sit down with his supporters and talk about a bill that he thinks we ought to pass and that I think we ought to pass?
Why was Senator Cornyn there?
Candy, he is the one who's trying to politicize this issue. We're the ones who are trying to get it right. When the Kentucky bankers tell me that this bill is a long way from being what we ought to pass, then it raises some concerns with me, and I think it does with all of our colleagues across the country who are hearing the same thing.
Well, why was Senator Cornyn in the meeting, and what did I understand what Kentucky bankers are telling you, but what did the Wall Street people tell you?
Well, they have concerns about the bill. The Kentucky bankers have concerns about the bill. We all have concerns about the bill. I've even heard the Assistant Democratic Leader of the Senate say he's not sure he can get all of his members to support this bill. Right now, I think there's a pretty good shot, a pretty good reason to believe that there's bipartisan opposition to this bill. We ought to go back to the drawing board and fix it.
Let me try one more time. Why was Senator Cornyn in that meeting of all the other senators you could have taken with you?
Senator Cornyn is a United States Senator from Texas. He's going to be voting on this issue like all the rest of us are, simply because we are all involved in politics, as is the president. It doesn't mean that we can't discuss issues with people that we meet around the country who are deeply involved and concerned about what we're doing.